everyone, and welcome to Cats of Catthulhu Session 0. I know this might look a little bit different, and that's because I will be your GM or your cat herder for this game. We will be playing through a game, like I said, called Cats of Catthulhu that was written by Joel Sparks. And we will actually be referencing both of his books, books 1 and 2. I personally bought them on Drive-Thru RPG online, but you have lots of options if you watch this video and our other videos and really like it and want to play with your own players. So just a quick summary about what we'll be doing. This game is where everyone plays as a cat. It's really chill. There can be stakes, there can be mystery, there can be combat, but you're playing as a cat. So bring that mindset into it. I'm going to go ahead and read the introduction so we have a little bit of an idea of what we're getting into. So, welcome to the real world, the world in which human civilization exists for the comfort of cats, in which incredibly ancient and powerful spirits vie for control of reality, in which only brave and clever felines have the wit and wherewithal to oppose grim and mystic cobbles, and in which two-footed people live in blissful ignorance of all of these facts. In Cats of Catthulhu, a few friends take on the roles of ordinary cats who must rise to heroism as they encounter the sinister plots and vile supernatural conspiracies of chaotic animal cults bound on undermining the reality of dull-witted humankind. One person becomes the cat herder, myself, arranging challenges, secrets, dangers, and rewards. Then each player just acts like a cat, meeting new challenges with quick wits, clever ideas, sharp claws, and fast feet. The player, cat herder, calls for a roll or doesn't bother, and then explains the outcome, and the game moves forward. Together, everyone makes the story of what happened to these cats one time, an adventure that no one could have predicted. It talks about where the character sheet is, and one thing to remember, it's against the rules to write any numbers on the sheet because cats don't do math. There's only a little more to it. A couple of cat dice have random results, so even the cat herder never knows exactly what will happen next. Players have treats that they can spend to get a second chance. And at the end of a few hours of play, surviving cats gain new experiences, knowledge of the world that will come in handy in later adventures. Everything else is mouse gravy. All right, so I am joined by my lovely player cats. They're not cats yet, but they will be soon. So we will go through and introduce all of them. And I also have a question for each of them. What is everyone's favorite kind of cat? I thought it was fitting for a game where you play as a cat. So I will go first. My name is Ashley. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing as your cat herder or your game master, as I have said before. And I am a huge sucker for big, dumb, orange tabby cats. I love them, especially if they're fat. Who'd like to go next?
My favorite kind of cat is fat.
Fat.
Yeah,
Who
fatter
are
the
you?
better. If it just kind of like stumbles over, like chomp chomp. I really like. I mean, chonky boys are good, but I like them when they're in "Oh Lord, he coming" status.
Justin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I don't know who
I'm
you
Justin.
are.
My pronouns are he, him. Are we saying our characters yet?
No, we haven't made
No.
characters yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either
Exactly.
that, or really, I do love Russian blues. They're so pretty. I like all cats, but I love the fatties.
Yeah, those are good cats.
Oh, cause
Spencer, do you want to go next?
Sure, yeah.
Because they're so fat.
They're like turtles. Can't roll.
Hi there, everyone. This is the ABC's RPG. Wait a second, I'm not in that role anymore. Hey, I'm Spencer. I'm now a player, so I got to get used to this role and everything like that. But yeah, I am the color green. I am player green. That is my color. We'll figure out what kind of cat I'm playing. But my favorite kind of cat, I was going to go for the cheesy answer. I was going to say my favorite cat is the one in my lap.
Aww.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. And next up, we have Dalton.
You're forcing me to go? But yeah, I'm Dalton. I have a few different favorite kinds of cats. I really like black cats that are witches familiars. Little black cats that hang
Ooh.
around witches. Those are pretty cool cats.
Mhm.
Are Yakko, Wacko, and Dot from Looney Tunes cats? Are they dogs? What are
They,
they?
they are a
No,
thing.
they're their own thing.
They're
They're
their
not
own thing?
cats.
I can't. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
not them
they're
then.
they're. What are they? They're like a
I
thing.
think,
That's like a joke through the whole thing.
Is it a
yeah.
yeah, I thought that was a joke in the thing because everybody else is a thing. Like there's cats, there's dogs, we see those, but they never
Yeah.
say what Yakko, Wacko, and Dot are. Right?
Yeah. I think it's a specific bit.
Okay.
Their species is cartoonist characteris.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Very helpful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is
My
from
favorite.
But yeah, favorite cat.
TinyToonsFandom.com. So thank you.
Yeah. Favorite cats like
Now I want to sing the
your
theme song.
Gigi's from like Kiki's Delivery Service, like that little like black cartoon cat. Love those things.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cute. Christian?
Or like Persona. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe the same thing. Yeah, so hi, my name's Christian. My pronouns are he, him. This is man, I have somewhat recently kind of fallen in love with cats of all kinds, but specifically my little baby girl, Zoe, is a tortie. She
Aw.
most certainly has tortitude. She's a little queen. So you will definitely see me basically just kind of copy that over to my character. So spoilers for that. But so I'd have to say that's my favorite kind of cat. However, I will say as far as just a beautiful coat goes, Maine Coons are absolutely beautiful cats. And also, I really do like black cats. I feel like they've in the past gotten a lot of, I guess, unneeded, unwarranted kind of not vitriol, but I guess like you know stereotype
Crap.
because of
Yeah.
because of the whole superstitious thing. But I mean, they're just as great as any other cat. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Spencer actually brought up a good point. This is the ABCs of RPGs. Thanks for joining us. This is my first time being a cat herder, so bear with me while I learn all of the little tips and tricks that Spencer's had down.
No, you're great.
Um,
You're doing fantastic.
uh, so we are going to jump right in and start by making our cats. So, if you go to book 1 of Cats of Catthulhu, the Necronomicon, we will start on page 8, and we will yes, there are character sheets that Spencer is showing off. Um, in book 1, the Necronomicon, it's at the very end of the book is where you can get your character sheet. There was also a separate character sheet that you're able to get on Drive-Thru RPG that I was able to download for our players. So for my players, whatever works best for you, if you have a paper copy, if you want to fill out one online, whatever works for you. But there are 3 basic parts to making up your character, and that is your role, your background, and your description. So your role is basically going to be your class if you're familiar with other tabletop role-playing games. Um, so there are several different roles that you can pick from, 5 to be particular. The first one is called the Catcrobat. It's very similar to a rogue type character. So Catcrobats are very dexterous. They are capable of climbing, jumping, balancing, being stealthy. And they're always the quickest. So they will always go first. So if they're getting into fights, if they're running away, if they're hunting, they're typically going to go first because they're going to be the most dexterous. So that is your catcrobat. Next one is a pussyfoot. Pussyfoots are a little bit spoiled. They're cute and playful. They are wrapped around the little finger of two foots or humans. And they are really good at convincing other animals or especially humans to do what they want. Usually they live in a home, but some of them might have a lot of friends and no fixed home. They might be like a community cat, as opposed to one that is spoiled in one particular home. The next role is the scrapper. These are your typical tomcat alley cats. So they have had a life of vicious fights. They might be covered in scars. They are the cat that people are kind of scared of. So they're going to be strong, they're going to be intimidating, and this is the cat you're going to want to count on if you're getting in a tussle. The next group is the Tiger Dreamer. This is kind of like a mystic class. And essentially, Tiger Dreamers have a special connection to cats' mighty ancestry. They sleep a lot, and they have an interesting little feature that they can do, which is influencing humans. So they can try to convey a single thought by spending a few minutes in calm physical contact with a human. The last thing is a two-footologist or a poker. Think of these as the cats that like to knock things off of counters. That's why they're called pokers, because they like to bat everything. But they're very intelligent. They have a very close relationship with two-foots, and they study them a lot. So they are really good at figuring out how things work, like doorknobs, flushing toilets, and even simple machines. So, after hearing a little bit about the different roles, go ahead and pick what role you would like your character to play as. Um, and when you guys are ready, you let me know and we will move on. But what I'm going to do now is go to page 24 to talk about the typical challenges each role might qualify for. Are there any questions right now?
I was gonna see what everybody else is thinking so far. I'm leaning towards a pussyfoot.
Just want to ask, Dalton, did you see my DM?
Maybe. I
I
have
don't think you
now.
did then. Yes. Okay.
Ah,
We're good.
darn it. I will do that. I will fix that.
Uh, okay. It's funny. Ashley and I are switched on the overlay, but we're twins,
Oh.
so it's okay, kind of, you know.
No
It was
problem.
yeah, it was a reference. It was a callback that I did.
It's a callback to our first campaign.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I love it.
A clever reference that I did.
I wouldn't have called it out, but
No,
I'd
thank
laugh
you.
about it, so yeah.
So some typical challenges if you guys are debating about what cat you'd like to be. Catcrobat, like I said, they always act first. They can climb a rough wall, leap a fence, slip out of sight, slip through a closing door, or walk a rope with ease. With luck, they can leap from roof to roof, run across a wire, or slip out of sight of an animal. Pussyfoots always attract attention. With ease, they can appeal for help, beg for food, distract a human, or recognize exotic foods. With luck, they can appeal for help to a dog, distract a cat, or understand riding in human vehicles. Scrappers are always able to evaluate a physical threat. They can easily bite through strings, hunt small prey like mice or baby birds, scare off some kittens, or land a surprise blow. And with luck, they can catch an adult city rat, face down a dog, tear a bag, or even rip open a box. Tiger dreamers can always smell when something isn't right. With ease, they can comfort a human, interrupt a magic ritual, notice unnatural behavior, or recognize that a pattern is mystical. With luck, they can comfort a dog, communicate with an alien, or identify what a mystical pattern might mean. A two-footologist always knows what a human is up to. With ease, they can distinguish between car keys and house keys, flip a switch, flush a toilet, pull open a cabinet, pull out an electric plug. With luck, they can memorize what buttons a person pushed, open a door chain from inside, or position a rolling chair.
Hmm. Spencer, you said you wanted to be a pussyfoot.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah,
Okay.
I want them treats.
Okay. Christian, you said you're basically just making your own cat. What's your cat?
Are you being Zoe?
Yeah, so as far as the role goes, I wasn't entirely sure at first for her. But as when I went down and read kind of the grid that had the roles in the background and kind of like classified kind of what that would be,
Page
I
12.
I thought so. The Showcat dreamer. So the role would be the dreamer. Sorry, the dreamer tiger.
Tiger Dreamer?
Tiger Dreamer. And a show cat makes a diva. I mean, and she's a diva.
She's a diva.
So, so I think that's where I'm gonna land. And
Okay.
it sounds fun. It's kind of like a monk type sounding thing too, which seems cool.
Yeah. What about you, Justin?
I'm torn, like on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh,
Complete opposite.
Um,
What are your spectrums?
my spectrum's a show cat two-footologist or a feral cat acrobat.
Those are very
Possibly a
different. I love
scrapper.
it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, possibly a scrapper. I don't know. What were you thinking, Dalton?
I don't know. I was probably gonna roll a die.
Oh,
Just
you two first,
randomize
and then
it?
I'll go
Okay.
because I
I
have
like
some
it.
thoughts, but I wanna get them die
Okay,
rolling.
one, two. There's
Let's
five.
get some luck
There's five
flowing up
different
in
kinds.
here.
One.
Yeah,
two,
five.
three, four,
rolls.
five.
Yeah, there's 5 different kinds.
But the feral house cat, show cat, that's 3, and then mixed and purebred could be
Well,
like 1 or 2.
we haven't gotten there yet, Spencer. Ashley
Oh,
hasn't
I'm
told me how that
sorry.
part
And
works.
Spencer.
Oh,
Stop jumping ahead.
I'm getting excited.
am.
Ooh, look at me. I'm Spencer. I read the rules ahead of time.
The dice have declared me a cat acrobat.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
To be fair, we were supposed to.
I know we were supposed to actually read it beforehand. I did read it beforehand. Making jokes.
Yeah. True.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So Dalton, you're doing the cat acrobat. Christian, what was yours again?
He's a Tiger
Um,
Dreamer.
I'm a Tiger Dreamer show
Ooh.
cat.
He's gonna be a diva.
Makes me a diva. And I'm playing a female cat because
Nice.
it's a tortie. So
Aw,
You have to.
Right.
Well-
All torties are female.
I didn't realize
technically not, but it's very unlikely for a tortie to be a male. It's like
Oh.
1 in
Is it
Yeah,
like
3,000 or
it's a sex-linked
something.
trait.
like a
Yeah,
reverse
it's-
calico cat?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be a scrapper then. I think,
that.
Do it.
and then that way I might die, and then I can make a two-footologist.
There you go.
I keep
my,
wanting
my
to,
goal,
Alright.
my goal is to die.
I keep wanting to like equate these to like, I don't know, like fantasy role classes, but like two-footologist, that's like a scientist. It doesn't really fit in like the normal archetypes. So it's
Yeah, maybe
very
a
No,
wizard.
especially when
Yeah,
you're
that'd
talking
be
about
very
like, a
wizard.
fantasy.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe a wizard.
And Tiger Dreamer is like a very wise cat, it seems like. Very, very kind of wise, but like it also has that ancestral kind of part to it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool. I like how they kind of describe everything.
What's the next thing I have to pick, Ashley?
Moving on. The next thing you
Moving
have to
on.
pick is your background. This is where your cat came from. So, oh, I went too far. I went too far. It's okay. For the background, we're going to start with lifestyle. So you have 3 different options. The first one is feral. These cats have no place in a human home and they don't have regular human contact. They are strays, they live on the street in abandoned cellars, they might just live in the woods, barn cats, things like that. The next option is a house cat. They have adopted at least one human and they dwell in normal homes. Some are indoor only, but most are indoor outdoor. Most house cats have been spayed or neutered. Lastly, we have show cats. They live in luxury. They could compete in cat shows or they could just look like they could. They are almost always purebred and they are usually sheltered from the hard life. Never had to live on the street, anything like that. They might know a bunch about caviar and nothing about catching mice. So, they don't have to be pussyfoots, but a lot of them are. So you'll start by picking feral, house, or show cat.
Cool. Time to roll another die.
Oh, we're just going completely
Yeah, it's random
random.
cat.
Yes.
I like it.
Number
That's the best way to
2.
do.
I'm a house cat.
Oh,
Classic. Christian already knows he's going to be a show cat.
mhm.
Spencer, what are you thinking? Any questions?
Justin, are you going to be on the streets? Like from the streets, or are you going to be from? What are you thinking?
I think somebody should just make Puss in Boots, but
Ooh.
Did anybody hear me singing Lionel Richie right now when I was like, hello?
No.
Oh, no, you missed it. It's not
Oh,
happening again.
oh no! Justin, I was wondering what kind of background you were thinking. Were you thinking you're from the streets, or were
I'm
you
a
going to?
feral scrapper. I'm purebred.
Oh.
A Russian blue that got abandoned.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
like it.
Some college kids got me because they wanted to play house and then they left me on the streets and now I rain chaos upon the streets.
You poor kitty.
um,
I'm very
I
cute though.
I kind of want to be so. I was originally thinking house cat, but some of the pussyfoot backgrounds, like the feral background with that, you can do like friend to all, which sounds really nice too. So I'm having a hard time deciding if I want to be like of the house or on the streets. But I think I'm gonna go with I'll do feral. We'll do that. I
You
want
wanna
to
be
be
feral?
yeah.
Got a couple feral cats, a house cat, and a show cat. Good variety.
Sweet. Are we do we know each other from the streets? Do you go get us treats?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I'm muscle and you're the cute one. Okay, so I'm not cute anymore. I'm all scarred up. I'm a Russian blue. I got the scrapper scars, and you're the cute one, and you get us treats like sardines and
You know,
ham.
I like to imagine maybe like you protect me from the dogs, but then like I
Mhm.
cozy up and yeah, get the sardines and stuff.
And
I know,
ham.
and ham.
Don't forget the ham.
I don't know how we're gonna meet.
Rayclaw likes ham.
I don't know how we're gonna meet Dalton and Christian's cat yet, but maybe like we could
In our
go
quest for ham. The ham is in the buildings.
in the building.
Go up and get the ham.
Okay, boss.
well, so Zoe, she does have a steady stream of high quality fish. She that's one of her pitfalls actually, is that she can become entranced in by high quality fish if she comes across it. So it can create some issues and some get her into some trouble. But maybe she's importing it. Maybe there's some cross
I'm
contamination
smuggling
between.
ring
Yeah.
of fish. All right. The next option is hunting. This is gonna go under kind of your experiences. So you guys need to decide just how much experience you each have in stalking, catching, killing, and eating small animals. Do you hunt to survive or just for fun between meals of cat food? Are you a professional mouser or a barn cat? Do you eat your prey or only toy with it? Have you never hunted anything but string?
Hmm.
So think about what kind of experience you have with that. Are you good at it? Are you not?
Definitely being from the streets. But I don't know. I like this backstory of like just begging. Like I don't actually hunt stuff. I actually just cozy up to people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I sneak into their places and get sardines and ham for my good scrapper buddy from the streets. So
Great Claw can hunt
great call. Oh,
Mhm.
oh.
We're
because he
not
has
at
no
names
name.
yet, Justin.
Well, all right, but that's what it's gonna be, just so everybody knows. I'm gonna be a Ronin.
Does that go in
Ooh.
background, Ashley?
That's my story.
Yes, so that'll go in background.
Oh, am I
too,
getting ahead? Justin, stop getting ahead.
I think.
It's in the background section of the book. Like it goes background and
Mm,
then subheading lifestyle, subheading hunting. So I'm guessing it's part of your background.
yeah, you can put it under background or story and experiences.
Okay.
I don't think it matters either way.
Right? Yeah, because I'm a
Whatever
purebred.
works for you.
So I'm a Ronin. Is that wait? So, quick question: is that how that works? Like, if you're you know a two-footologist purebred house cat, does that make you automatically a sensitive soul, or could you be a switcher or a sensitive soul?
So that is totally up to you. That is the suggestion. So what people are referring to when they're asking this question is if you go to page 12, it has this chart. Um, on the first column, you have the role with all the different roles we talked about, and across the top, it has the different options for feral, house, show cat, and mixed or purebred. So what Justin was asking is if he's a purebred two-footologist, does he have to be a sensitive soul? And the answer is no. You can take as much or as little as you want from this. These are just suggestions for what might be a good option if you were a purebred two-footologist house cat. Does that answer your question, Justin?
Mm-hmm. That answers it perfectly. I'm still gonna be
Awesome.
the Ronin, which is the suggested, but oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Ronin.
So since we are there talking about kind of backstories, we can do that now and end with descriptions. So if you guys want, you can each read your suggested backstory and take whatever you want from that. So, Christian, do you want to read your diva backstory first?
Uh, sure thing. Let me get back to it.
Yeah, it looks like it is
Place.
on page 17, the first full paragraph.
Right. Yes. Such a burden knowledge. The kits about need wisdom to be sure, poor things, but how can one be expected to provide it under these conditions? All must attend and stop that fidgeting. One must have water, else how can one speak? Really now, some take such offense, even when hardly using a cushion that one simply must have. At least it will do. Is everyone's attention properly focused where it belongs? Listen then to the words of the diva.
That seems very fitting for the cat you're trying to create, Christian.
Hmm. It is very much.
Who wants to read their section next?
I can read my next.
What are you being, Spencer?
So, I am a pussyfoot, but I'm also a feral cat that is a purebred because I want to be a friend to all. So the friend to all makes a circuit of many associates, from fellow street cats to friendly restaurant workers to house cats and windows to kindly old ladies. A saucer of milk here, a place to sleep in a cat pile there, some choice scraps, and life works out pretty well for this free spirit. Once per session, as the cat herder allows, she can find rumors and information among her wide circle of admirers. So, but I don't know what purebred cat I want to be yet. So I'm gonna come back with that. So
Totally fine. We'll talk about that more.
Go be a Maine Coon.
Ooh.
You can actually
So you're actually bigger than me.
purebred too.
You're actually much bigger than me.
You still do all the fighting.
That makes sense. Physically speaking, if you're trying to be the more charismatic, beautiful type that talks.
Hmm.
There's also Scottish folds or exotic
Right.
short hairs,
Mm.
Oh.
which would also be really funny if you were a Scottish fold, because as a Russian blue, I would be like, yes, brother. You're like, I
Can
don't think we're
you
brothers. Be like,
can you just
we
be a
are.
tiger? Can like an escaped tiger?
Or you could be a munchkin. You could be a little munchkin.
I'm just an actual.
Little arms.
Ah, you're like Simba when he was a kid in The Lion King, like little baby lion, little baby lion cub.
Oh, but nobody's noticed it yet. I haven't gotten
No.
big enough where they're actually scared of me yet.
Nobody
They're
knows. You don't even know. You don't even know you're a lion. It's like an ugly
You
duckling
just think you're a
scenario.
cat.
Just a, just a
Could be the
small.
Cheshire cat from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Justin, do you want to regale us with tales of the Ronin?
Oh, yeah. I'll read the Ronin description.
Page 13.
Page 13. Not only does the Ronin lay down the hurt on the regular, but he also looks good doing it. He roams as an elite warrior, testing his combat skills and building reputation. Other cats may turn to the Ronin in time of need and entreat them to fight on behalf of their cause. A starting player cat won't have much reputation yet, and so won't be offered the fattest rewards, but sometimes no one else is available or willing to take the job. That's the Ronin's chance to gain fame, which is far more important than a few moldy fish heads. In theory. But it is, because Greyclaw wants ham.
Dalton, what are you going to be playing?
I ended up as a ceiling cat. Not content.
A ceiling cat.
Yeah, not content with hunting bugs and other small fry, the ceiling cat slyly stalks the humans themselves. A ceiling cat masters every high perch in their home, from doortops to cabinets, to mantles to newels. They also know the nooks and shadows under furniture, behind doors, and in the occasional laundry basket. Their goal is to spy on the two-foots and remain unseen. They must be watched, because even the best humans could fall prey to the suggestive influence of an evil god and be up to no good. Discovered, the ceiling cat leaps to the attack, batting a face or tackling an ankle just to show that they can, then bolting away at full tilt.
I love that.
Sounds like a good rogue type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very handy. My owners even installed a bunch of the very fancy like cat shelves, like runners around the whole walls in the house.
I love that. So you can conveniently always be close to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So we've talked about backgrounds, talked about lifestyles. So those are the suggested, like I said, stories that you can have for each of the roles that you've chosen and backgrounds you've chosen. But you don't have to pick that. So take some time to pick what you want, what you don't. They're just kind of suggestions to how you play your cat. All right. Any questions before we move on to our descriptions?
Nope.
Awesome. So the last part about making a cat is to describe how they look. So, purebred or mixed bred, we kind of touched on that a bit with our backgrounds and our stories. Your purebred cat, it can be a real purebred cat that exists. It can also be made up. So if you want to play a chocolate Etruscan point, go for it. Or like a Scottish point. I don't know. Instead of a Scottish fold. An Irish point instead of a Scottish fold. There we go. So you can pick whatever breed you want. It can be made up. One thing to note is that purebreds are typically going to be a bit more delicate in their constitution than hybrid cats. So they might suffer a little bit more from exposures or injuries or dust in the nose or other unpleasant conditions. Mixed breeds tend to be a little bit hardier. They can also blend into the crowd a bit easier. A lot of times, non-cats, so humans, dogs, they won't really be able to tell the difference from meeting a cat once or twice. So if you meet two black cats, they might not really be able to tell the difference between the two kitties. But they are usually strong and nimble, and they do make excellent scrappers and cat acrobats. So yeah, just kind of think about what breed you want to play if you are going to be a purebred. Or if you're going to be a mixed bred, that's totally fine too. For fur color, you are going to, if you're purebred, pick what matches your breed. And then if you are a mixed bred, you can pick whatever fur color you want. You can also be short, medium, long-haired, or hairless. Hairless cats are typically purebreds. They're pretty wily. They can slip out of the grasp of other humans or animals, but they stand out and they suffer a lot in cold and wet conditions. Long hairs are a bit more resistant to cold conditions, but they can get their fur matted and they can shed, leaving signs of their that they've been somewhere. Short hairs, they don't really shed much, so they leave less evidence behind. They're good for scrappers because they're more protected than a hairless cat, but less susceptible than a long hair to getting um, gripped by hands, claws, or teeth. You're also gonna pick an eye color. This can be whatever color you want. Doesn't matter. Whatever feels right for your cat. They might even have two different colored eyes. And the ones with two different colored eyes, they might be tiger dreamers, touched by unusual visions. You'll also have to pick if you were spayed or neutered, or if you are an intact cat. Usually house cats tend to be spayed or neutered, but not always. And then you'll also have to pick a name. What are you guys thinking you want to do?
So I decided on
A
I
breed?
decided on my cat. Yeah.
What are
So
you gonna do?
I literally typed in like purebred cat breeds because I was just like, I don't know what kind of cat would be, and I saw Turkish Van and I was like, oh,
Ooh.
this sounds like a cool cat. So I looked him up, and here most of them have like kind of like a white body, but their tail's like a single color. Seems to be most of them are kind of orange, and I kind of want it to be that way for me. So I'm gonna be a purebred Turkish Van, and
Pretty. I've never seen these before.
yeah, so they have like white bodies, but their tails are like my tail's gonna be orange, and it kind of has like stripes at the end of it. It's a very bushy tail, but they're medium length fur. So the body's like medium
Awesome.
length, the tail's bushy, and how my head is that it's, you know, I have a white face and everything like that, but my
Mhm.
ears are orange, and then it kind of comes down as points above my eyes. Like the orange kind of like covers the back of my head and comes down as points. And I was
Cool.
looking at their eyes because funny you mentioned the two different eye colors. Most of them are heterochromia eyes. So
Cool.
um I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna have my right eye green and my left eye orange. So
That sounds super cool.
yep. And so yeah, that's what my pussyfoot purebred feral cat, who's a friend to all, is gonna look like. And I figured a name for him. He's gonna be called Toon. And he's called Toon because he always demands tuna for himself and ham for his good pal. Justin, is your cat named Great Call?
Great Claw.
Okay. He always demands tuna for himself, so they call him Toon for short, and ham for his buddy Great Claw. So that's my cat.
Awesome. Spencer, how do you spell tune?
It's just TUN is what I was originally gonna put, but I don't I'm not sure if that like that looks like ton instead of tune. So put in
Okay. Cats
okay.
don't spell.
Cats don't spell, so it's TUN, but it's pronounced tune.
All right. And then remind me again, you said that you are a Turkish van,
Yep.
so you are a purebred
Mhm. Feral cat.
feral pussyfoot.
Yeah.
Are you neutered or
Uh
spayed? Are you a boy or a girl?
since I'm purebred, I'm guessing I probably escaped before. Well, no, I've been on the street. But if okay, Ashley, as the person who would know the most about this, would they ever pick up a cat that's been on the street, neuter them, and then release them back into the wild?
Yeah, that happens.
That happens, then that happened to me.
Okay.
And I'm a guy. Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
male.
All right. Did they tip your ear when they did it? Did they cut off the top of
Oh,
your ear?
oh yeah, for sure. Is it which ear do they do they do a specific ear when they do that?
There's not a specific ear. You can pick which one you want it to be.
It's my right ear.
Okay. That is Tune, everyone. Who wants to tell me? Who else wants to introduce the cat?
Well, I'll go because nobody's speaking up. Yep, Grey Claw is a purebred Russian blue. He is slate gray with light blue eyes. He's got some scars on his body from the street scrapping. He is well. So Russian blues all have kind of relatively um, short hair, but they're good. I don't know how we want to do that, but they're actually because their fur's so dense because they're Russian. They're good in the cold. Um, is not neutered because his owners were irresponsible.
Oh no!
Yep. So he's got the little dangly pouch in the back. Covered in fur.
You have some kittens on the
he's
streets.
he's maybe
He's a wild thing. He's been on the street.
He's a wild one. He's been on the
Yeah.
street for not very long.
Oh, he
He's
hasn't been on the street for long.
young. Relatively
Mm.
young.
Okay.
So maybe not having maybe just hit maturity. He doesn't have any.
Like a year old, maybe?
Yeah, he's like a year old. He's got all that kitten energy. He's got a chip on his shoulder and something to prove.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting. I was imagining Toon
very
at least.
bitter about being left on the streets.
Aw.
Doesn't trust the two legs.
I like to think that
like this.
I like to think Toon's a little bit older. Like maybe he's like if like okay. So if you're only like a year or two on the streets, like Toon's been on the streets for at least 3 or 4 years, maybe.
Mhm.
So he's a bit older, but not like super old. And maybe he like ran into you when you're down on your luck, and he was just like, "Oh no, here I have you want some tuna?" And they shared some food with
I
him and
did.
stuff.
Yeah. And then after sharing that tuna, we ran into another cat. Yeah. Give him the whap whap whap.
You know, you're really good at that whapping thing. Do you do that all the time?
I whap when needed.
I love this backstory.
Dalton, tell me
One
about your
time I was in the
cat.
street and
Oh,
the dog
man.
came up to me and I was like,
I'm having a
Get
hard
away.
time picking a cat name.
I did a random generator, but then I just made it off of food.
Great Claw
Oh.
did have a human name, but he
He's
was
abandoned
like,
it.
No,
Get rid of that.
that's my human name. I don't have
Yeah.
one of those names.
Just-
Cast it off.
Is it male or
Proud.
female, Dalton?
It's a male, so I'm a male cat. I'm a mixed breed cat. I have short black fur, but I have like white boots, like white feet
So cute.
Aw.
Mm.
with green eyes.
Mm. Hmm. I mean, how how original or unoriginal do you want it to be?
You could be like a penguin because you have white feet.
It
Aw.
could be Shadow.
Oh yeah.
Shadow.
Shadow.
Midnight. Bella. Oh, your boy. I mean, you can
Yeah.
be Bella still. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you got the
I
little
mean, if
white
his
boots and
eyes are
boots.
green, he could
Mhm.
be oh my god, I'm dumb. Emerald's green, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
emerald is
Yeah,
a green
yeah.
green gem.
Generally.
Ooh. We look at other green gems.
Moss agate.
Moss.
Ooh.
There's also malachite.
It's pronounced agate.
Mhm.
that made me think of
And
Bob Saget. for
malachite
some
actually has
reason.
associations with. Oh, you're not the tiger dreamer. Malachite was used as like a healing stone.
Yeah, he's a cat acrobat, right?
We're gonna name
Mhm.
Dalton's cat Bob
Bob
Saget.
Saget.
I like it.
So-
Dalton's name is Bob Saget.
So wait, is your cat neutered or is he not neutered?
Oh, he's neutered. He was adopted in a house cat.
Okay. So Bob Saget could work.
What is that a reference I'm not getting?
Oh, he was like a big advocate of like spay and neutering your pets.
That's Bob Barker, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
You talking about the Price is Right guy? Yeah.
I was gonna say
Barker.
what?
Bob
That's
Saget was the
coincidence.
dad on
they're
Full
both
House.
Bobs.
Full House. Yeah.
I'll
He's
keep-
also in
Ooh.
Dumb and Dumber, the first one,
Oh,
second one.
they're both Bobs.
Bob
I thought they were the same.
Yeah.
I think my name.
I know. Bob Barker was in Happy Gilmore.
He's in one of them.
The price is wrong, bitch.
How do I pronounce this word?
There's a clip in Dumb and Dumber or the second one. He goes in the bathroom. It's chocolate all over the walls or whatever, but he thinks it's shit. He's like, "Oh, shit." it's dumb, but it's fine. I mean, imagine that coming from that movie. But
My name is Peridot or Perry for short.
Aw.
there we go.
Cute. I love it.
That's a good
Yeah.
name.
Christian, introduce Zoe 2.0 to us.
That's her name.
It's gonna be Zoe.
No, Zoe 2.0. It's like a Disney Channel show or something. So yeah, my
Got a coming of
cat's
age
name
robot.
is Zoe. This will be so I kind of phoned it in a little bit, right? Obviously, I'm basing this a lot off of my real world cat because I love her so much, but it will be also really interesting because she is a female, so I'm going to be playing a female character for the first time, which is cool. She's a tiger dreamer, kind of show cat. She is a purebred tortoiseshell. Um, so obviously short hair. She's got really a mixture of blacks, browns, oranges, and a bit of white. Taking this in a little different direction from her, but she has white around her eyes to kind of give her like this look of this pretty kind of eyeshadow, eyeliner, to kind of emphasize almost this this diva look, right? She's very well put together and walks kind of, you know, graciously. She's fierce and sassy, talkative, and but very much a loyal cat. She loves her owners, but when she wants to. She, as I mentioned before, kind of a fatal flaw of hers. She doesn't really see it this way, but she becomes entranced by the best seafood delicacies. So, like, literally entranced. Like, this has landed her in dangerous situations before, but we don't bring it up, okay? She she
We don't
has
talk
her
about
own,
this. We don't talk about
no. She has her own idiosyncrasies. Loves a good drink of water wherever it may be sourced from. Even the toilet. It's weird. She puts a ball in it and tests it out anyway. She bears the burden of knowledge and lets others know of it. She is very knowledgeable. She isn't dominated. She rules as queen over all, often acting better than the rest. But when it comes to battle, quickly she will call to her allies for help. She's not good at hunting. Definitely gets fed, gets things and foods from others, but she does play with dead things. So
Typical cat. Can't hunt, but she'll play with dead things.
yeah, she doesn't need them. She just plays with them.
Just plays.
Just
She
like,
has
knocks
fun.
them around a little bit. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for taking the time to make some cats and introduce them. Any comments, questions, or concerns before we talk about how to play the game a little bit?
No, I'm ready. I'm just drawing my cat right now.
Nice. I love it. Awesome. So, we'll do a quick little summary of the rules. We'll take a quick break after that, and then we will do a quick little mini adventure to get you guys used to playing the game. All right. So for playing the game to start, we will be using 2d6s or your standard six-sided dice or die. The important thing to remember from earlier, cats don't do math. So what we will be doing is rolling these two six-sided dice. A 1 or a 2 will be the equivalent of a sad cat, and a 3 through a 6 will be the equivalent of a happy cat. If you roll a sad cat, this is considered a failure. This is bad for the cat. This is good for enemies. And if you roll a happy cat, this is considered a success. This is good for the cat, bad for enemies. So the dice are not added. So if you are rolling a 2 and a 5, that's not 7. That is 1 failure and 1 success. So when you'll be rolling these dice is for challenges. So there are 3 standard levels of challenges. There's easy, normal, and difficult. For an easy challenge, 1 success is needed. A normal challenge, 1 success gets you partial progress towards your goal. 2 successes gets you full success or full progress towards the goal. And if it's difficult, you need 2 successes or it's a complete failure. You don't make any progress. Now, this is where the right cat for the job comes into play. So you guys can try to convince me that you're going to be the right cat for the job, or otherwise known as best suited for a certain challenge. So if we have a challenge where someone needs to climb to the top of a brick wall, for example, Dalton, being a cat acrobat, is going to say that he thinks he's the right cat for the job because Perry is a ceiling cat. He's really good at climbing things. And I'm going to say, I agree with you, Dalton. I think Perry is the right cat for the job. And when you are the right cat for the job, you automatically have a success. So if it's an easy challenge, you automatically pass it. Normal, you automatically make at least a little bit of progress. If it's difficult, you only have to make one happy cat to completely succeed. You will also all start out with one treat at the beginning of your session. You can hold a maximum of 3 treats. 3 treats. I can count. And basically, I can hand out treats to you guys like inspiration, if you're familiar with that from other tabletop role-playing games. So if you do something really cool, really creative, I'll be like, you deserve a treat for that. There's also a rule where Spencer, this will be really good for you. Any cat can do this, but it'll be really easy for you as a pussyfoot. If you are completely out of treats, 0, zilch, none, you can get pets from a human. And if you get the appropriate number of pets before a human wanders off, not too many, not too little, typically 3 strokes, you can get an additional treat. But you can only do this if you have no treats. And everyone, for Spencer, it's going to be a lot easier because his cat's a pussyfoot. But Justin's cat can still try. He's kind of scary looking. He might have a really hard time getting a human to pet him, but he can absolutely try. Now these treats, you might be wondering, why do I care? What are they for? Great question. So you can spend a treat to re-roll, much like inspiration in other tabletop role-playing games, or you can use it to heal an injury at the end of play. Not during play, at the end of play, which is key. So we'll talk about injuries a little bit more later. The other important thing, treats do not carry over to the next session. So you should use them or lose them. And then you'll start with one treat at the beginning of the next session again. You will have 9 lives total, which is more like luck rather than having able to die truly 9 times. Dead is dead. So you can spend a life to recover from an injury during play, but it's gone automatically. You can also spend a life to add glory to a dire challenge, which we'll talk a little bit about that later. But these lives do not replenish, and like I said again, dead is dead. So if you die, it doesn't matter if you have 8 lives, but you die, you die. So going on to a dire challenge, which is like what I mentioned just a little bit ago. This is a challenge that has higher stakes than an easy, normal, or difficult challenge. Dire challenges are ones where the cat could get hurt. There's one chance before something really bad happens, and only the right cat for the job could do this. You need 2 successes, and you do not get an auto success for this one. And each failure is an injury. It could be directed at you, or it could be directed at an object in the environment, like a chain holding up an escape hatch, or even to a hostage, so another animal or human in the environment. You cannot use treats on this. You can do add glory, which is spending a life for a 3rd die. Each failure is still an injury, but you would only still need 2 successes out of 3 dies to succeed. If you do unfortunately fail 3 times on a dire challenge with glory, your cat has 3 injuries and is dying. So that's not great.
No.
There is a rule called brush with death, but that's something that we can address when we're in a really dire situation. It's essentially a mechanic where you can spend a life to roll an extra die and hopefully escape a situation where you should otherwise die from. Like you are caught in the hydraulic press from Terminator. You should die. But I'll give you a chance to have a brush with death. You can spend a life and hopefully not die. You can also do a Blaze of Glory. For this, you can succeed at a challenge no matter what, but you will die in the process regardless of how many lives you have. So, yeah. Justin's like,
Blaze
I
of
know how
Glory!
I'm dying. Now on to a couple other minor rules. There are Snake Eyes and Midnight, which since we have adjusted our how we roll, this might not be something that we do. But I'll leave it up to you guys. So for Snake Eyes, it's supposed to be if you roll double ones, it's an embarrassing failure. Or if you're the right cat for the job where you have an auto success, it's an embarrassing success. Or there's Midnights, which is if you roll double sixes, it's a triumphant success. And the player describes. Basically, it's just there's not really extra consequences to it. But you just get to have more fun with it and roleplay how you think it would go down.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ian.
Sounds good. And then for marking, you can rub up to 3 things with your scent glands. And this gives you a detailed memory of an object, person, or whatever you're rubbing up on. And it can give you advantage on challenges involving whatever one of those 3 things you have rubbed up on. So if you have taken the time to mark a corner of the street, and normally I'd say you can make it around the corner and you hide behind a bag of trash, but you can't get around the bag of trash without revealing yourself to the dog that's chasing you. You can be like, hey, I actually marked that corner. I'm actually really familiar with it. And I'll be like, well, it's your lucky day. You escape around that corner and you keep going and you escape. The dog doesn't see you.
Cool.
You can also have injuries, which we talked a little bit about how you can get them. If you have 1 injury, you are no longer able to be the right cat for the job, and all of your challenges go up a level in difficulty. So easy, normal, normal, difficult, difficult becomes dire. If you have 2 injuries, you are now disabled. All you can do is bleed out, cry pitifully, drag yourself around a little bit. You cannot attempt a physical challenge, and non-physical challenge go up even harder. So an easy challenge is now difficult, a normal challenge is now dire, and a difficult challenge is impossible. If you have 3 injuries, you're dying. You can't do anything at all. You are unconscious, you can't communicate with anyone, and you will die when the session ends if nothing happens. So if you don't get rushed to an animal hospital, you don't spend treats at the end of the session to heal yourself, or you don't spend a life to heal yourself. If you receive any physical harm while dying, your cat will die. So you cannot have more than 3 injuries because then you die.
So, yeah, so healing can only happen at the end of the session, not during the session, right?
Yeah, so I'll go over that right now.
Oh, sorry. I'm
That
getting
is
ahead.
okay. No, that's a good question though, because if we have injuries, we have to know how to heal from them, right? So I basically recovery happens when I say so. So it could be at the beginning of the next session. I could say that all your injuries are healed, or maybe you come into the next session if we're in the middle of a fight, there wasn't a chance for you to rest. Maybe you come in with your injuries still if you haven't taken the time to heal. What you can do is at the end of a session, you can spend the treats that you have to heal 1 injury. So 1 treat per injury. If you have 3 treats, you can heal 3 injuries. If you are playing in the middle of a fight, you can spend a life. You have 9 lives, like we talked about, but they are not able to be replenished. And you can also heal each other. So if Dalton ends the session and Perry is totally fine, he's a cat acrobat, he's snuck out of harm's way, but Spencer, your character,
Soon.
Toon, your character Toon took some injuries and you're out of treats, but Perry has some extra treats he can give you. He can give you 2 treats to heal your 2 injuries, and then you'll be fine for the next session.
Nah,
Okay.
I earn those treats. Those are my treats.
All right,
Those are
you're
my
SOL.
treats. Yeah.
You're SOL tune.
No.
Should have done better. Should have done better. Got your own treats.
I got you those treats. I helped
No,
you
it was
out.
all, those treats were all me. You didn't help at all.
No. I slave over a hot street all day, getting tuna, getting ham for people. This is how I'm treated.
I don't know what you're talking about. My owners have a robot that dispenses food automatically at the proper
Well,
times during the day.
not all of us have robots, fancy pants. Yeah,
The heck is a robot?
Great claws taken aback.
that's a good point. Why don't you explain what this thing is first?
Food comes out of it at different times of the day. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Box that gives you food?
Yeah,
Great
Matt
Paul,
and
does this
Boxy
make
gives me
any
food.
sense to you?
Huh. I want a box that gives me food.
Ooh, I wonder if I can beg for one of those.
Beg for the box? Yeah, beg for the
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
And if
Okay,
you have
okay.
any of those curvy yellow sticks, get those.
Okay.
I do not know what that's referring to. Curvy
I don't
yellow
either.
I
sticks?
don't know what a curvy yellow stick is.
They're sweet, and the humans they eat them in the morning.
Oh,
The
bananas?
curvy yellow sticks. They're delicious. What?
Bananas?
Banana. Yes. Get a banana.
Zoe 1.0.
Yeah. They have bananas. Get them. Banana.
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 Cool. Moving on to scrapping. Uh, Justin, stay
Mhm.
tuned. This is important for
Scrapping.
you. You're a scrapper.
Scrapping.
Basically, scrapping is a contested challenge.
Mhm.
So the enemy and the scrapper, which doesn't have to be a scrapper, but the scrapper is the right cat for the job and will get an automatic success. Will both roll 2d6. The cat wants to get happy cats, and the enemy wants to get sad cats. That's how the enemy will succeed. So the cat will always be at an advantage. And then there are 5 different actions you can take, which we can go into in more detail when it comes up in play. But they are dodge, stun, shove, grab, and hurt, which is a way to deal out an injury. The other ways don't deal out injuries, they're just actions that can be taken. There are also advanced rules, such as with hunting, but again, we can go over those as they come up in play. Lastly, there's a few other minor rules. Cat's tongue. Cats cannot communicate with each other if they are out of sight and touch. If it's dark, that's okay because y'all have night vision, but if you're like in a different room or a different building and you can't hear or see each other, you can't communicate, which is pretty reasonable, I think. Carrying, you can carry one thing at a time. You're a cat. Cats carry things in their mouths. So stay tuned. Does everyone have a pen or a pencil? If not, you should get one. And because if you are carrying something, you as a player must put a pen or pencil in your mouth the whole time you're carrying that object. Whenever you take the pencil out, that's your cat drops the object. So you have to talk like this until you get annoyed, and then you drop your object.
This is unreasonable. I don't like it.
Well, you're a cat.
I can't get a little like cat backpack, have like cat panniers on my
Oh.
sides.
You sure can.
No, this is what it says.
I'm glad I have I'm glad I have 3 other good, strong cat friends to carry stuff for me.
Oh, we're gonna carry. First off, the diva's not gonna carry anything for you.
Mm-mm.
My dog has stolen some socks, so I will be back momentarily after I remove those from her.
Winnie.
I will be right
Just
back.
gonna assume it's Winnie.
Yeah, who else would it be?
She did say
Actually, I know
her.
you said you wanted to
that's
take
fair.
a quick break. Is this
We can take a quick break.
schedule that?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
All right.
All right.
And when we come
Just
back,
after these
I'll show you
messages.
the drawing of my cat. So
All right.
And our
Be right
sponsor
back.
today for
Amazing.
Raid
We will
Legends,
tune in after a quick break.
Shadow Legends.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the ABCs of RPGs. I am joined by my fellow player cats. I don't actually even know what order we're on the stream. Is Spencer next to me?
no, Dalton's above you.
Dalton's above me, but Dalton doesn't like going first, so we'll go in backwards order. So we are joined by Christian.
Hi, my name's Christian. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing my IRL cat, and Zoe, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun times.
Justin.
Yep.
What's up, y'all? I'm Justin. I'm playing Grey Claw. My pronouns are he, him. Grey Claw's pronouns are also he, him. I am playing a scrapper, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah.
cover everything? Cool.
Spencer.
Hey everyone, I'm Spencer. I'm playing a cat named Toon because he likes tuna, and so Toon is the shortened form of tuna. He is a pussyfoot, which are kind of like social cats. They like to make everybody get along. I feel like, and they're very good at getting attention and treats. I think that's the main points than anything else. The other thing, yeah, less about getting along because that seems more of like a tiger dreamer. Anyways, so he's a pussyfoot. He likes attention. He's a purebred feral cat, which makes him a friend to all. And he is a Turkish van cat, kind of a white body with like an orange tail, stripy tail, medium like length fur, and then like orange ears, and with like little points. And he has one green eye and one orange eye.
Did I hear you were drawing your cat?
Oh, yeah. So on the character sheet, there's a little section that says draw your kitty here. And let me tell you, this right here is a work of art. Is he coming off okay? Can you guys see him okay?
This
Beautiful.
is a work of art.
I can hear the furry artist clamoring to commission you right now.
Thank you. Yes, Toon is a very very attractive, but watch out, ladies, he's neutered.
Hi, I'm Dalton. I'm playing the cat Peridot. He is a ceiling cat that enjoys climbing, clambering, scrambling, those sorts of things. He's got short black fur with white little feet, and he's got green eyes.
Nice. Well, thank you guys all for playing. I am Ashley. I am your cat herder. My pronouns are she, her. And we are playing our very first little baby adventure of Cats of Catthulhu. This little brief adventure didn't really come from anywhere, besides a brief little one-sentence hook that was written in book 2 of Cats of Catthulhu.
Ooh.
So, I know that we have Toon and Great Claw that know each other from being on the streets. I'm curious though, do Zoe and Perry know each other? Are they in the same household? Are they neighbors?
I think neighbors probably. It sounds like well, tell me about your owners, Christian, or your humans.
Well, I mean, Zoe's humans are fabulous, the best humans on the planet, obviously.
Pamper her nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, just sometimes give her too much love, and she gets upset about it. But she loves them nonetheless. They play with her a good amount, act as much of a cat as a human can, even though it's not going to fool anybody. They're pretty bad at being cats. But it's sufficient for her needs. And yeah, I mean, live in a nice in the suburbs, nice 2-story house, a family house, right off the edge of a lake, and yeah, it's very
Lake.
nice, very beautiful view that she gets to go out and see in the morning. So, um, I think we have some relatives though. Do we not have relatives?
What do you mean relatives? What?
Um,
Like your cat's
so
related to?
no. So my owners, the
Mm.
humans. So there's always humans. They're related, and then I think that's your owners, right?
Oh, yes,
I
and
don't know. I'm coming up with this on
uh,
the spot. Help me out.
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
and him.
and.
Dalton, yes, and him. Go along.
yeah, it's interesting because like Peridot doesn't see their owners that often. They seem to be very busy.
Mm.
So Peridot, he kind of has like free reign of his house, which is probably like down the street a little bit. Um, but like some of the few times that they do come by, take me out. Maybe they take me over, or I have them take me over to uh to Zoe's place, and I don't know that Zoe really enjoys Peridot's company, because Peridot's climbing
Mm.
around, doing all sorts of stuff that Zoe probably does not appreciate. Getting around, getting in all of her things, trying to see what's going on.
I think Zoe appreciated your luxurious eyes, but other
Mhm.
than that, your male presence and Zoe's domain was not appreciated. You know, very highly
Mm.
regarded.
You mentioned your humans are really
Yes, we met.
Mhm.
I forgot. I should have said that.
Christian, you said Zoe's humans are like treat her very well and everything. Would they also feed maybe like a good looking street cat that just so happens to be wandering about the place with a good buddy of his?
Well, the funny thing you mentioned that. So unfortunately, Zoe's owners have woken up in the dead of night to this screeching of Zoe screeching. She's screaming, she's like, "Get back, you foul cats!" And
Damn.
I mean, humans don't know that she said that, but I mean, there's cats roaming around outside. They
Yeah.
roam the countryside, and I'm thinking, is that you? Was that your cats?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I
I don't know
definitely
if we're
rolled up.
actually playing the role right now or not.
I've rolled up whenever I felt like it. Whenever me and Great Claw need some food, So
I don't know. My
I don't
my
know.
owners aren't around a lot, so you guys are free to come and go at my place. They
Yes.
don't. So much of it is just like set up to like go off whenever. Like I was saying, there's the magic box that just
That's
dispenses food when food needs dispensed, and that just kind of happens. And I'm fine with just letting people in. People can come in, they can come and go as they please.
Oh, that's awesome.
Love it.
Justin, do you think Toon and Great Claw love to go check out the magical box that spits out treats?
Grey Claw is all about the food. Eating is hard on the streets. This is an easy
It's
source of
just
food.
dry
Grey Claw
food.
is
It's
about
nothing
it.
special. It's no fresh fish or whatever that Zoe's
You
getting.
indoor cat.
Ham.
Ham. No ham, unfortunately.
I mean, it'd be better if it was ham, but also it's food. And there's no mold. Look, you indoor cats, you complain about everything. Oh, my food's too dry. I'm not getting rained on. Oh, I got a dog didn't kill my friend.
Well, great introductions, great role playing, everyone. I'm super excited to get started. Um, so I would like to imagine that we've got Zoe in her house. Is everyone in roll 20? Are we on that map for the stream?
Yeah.
So we've got this cute little two-story cottage with all these pretty flowers. I'd like to imagine this is Zoe's house. Is this up to your standards, Zoe?
Yes, I would say that it is.
So this is Zoe's house. And Zoe, where are you at in the house? Or are you outside the house?
Mm. No, I typically sleep right in the middle window, looking out over my beautiful kingdom, and in the water, just outside of this view that we have. Um, I I enjoy the sun's rays on my body. It warms me with pleasure after I've ate a nice meal of the finest tuna you can find.
I'm coming for that tuna. Coming for it.
Awesome. So we have Zoe all set up in this center window here, just snoozing, looking out on her domain. I'd like to imagine that Perry is a few houses down, chilling at his own house. And then Great Claw and Toon. You guys are either going to be outside here or outside of Perry's house or maybe even inside Perry's house. Where do you guys think you're hanging out at?
Probably outside.
Yeah.
'cause I'm an outside cat.
Yeah. I like to think if it's a nice and sunny day, maybe we're soaking up some sunshine.
Mhm.
You outside of this house right here, out of Zoe's?
Yeah, I think so. Or I would be. I don't know about Great Claw.
Great Claw's outside. He's soaking up the sunshine. Great Claw likes sunshine. He just doesn't like humans.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we are going to start with Zoe inside of the house snoozing. Zoe, you are in the midst of a dream and you just kind of you have this dream of a wasp buzzing around and you just can't seem to catch it. You keep trying to bat you keep trying to bat it, but you can't catch it. You follow this wasp all the way into the bathroom, and you leap to catch the wasp, but you fall flat into the toilet.
Oh,
And that's when you wake up and you found that you've fallen to the floor in the bedroom. So, you have the sense that something not cool is going on. Something's not right. Give me a notice roll. So you're gonna roll 2d6s.
Which we've made into a macro, right?
Yes. So that is the last one. I just clicked that one. So I got a sad cat and a happy cat. So that's one success.
You got
Right.
one success and one failure.
One failure.
So you hear a loud buzzing noise. And you can tell that it's not here in the bedroom, but you're not sure where it's coming from.
I wonder what that is. I'm going to go investigate. So she walks. So she doesn't know what room it's coming from, right?
Correct. She just knows it's not in the room she's currently in.
Yeah, so she's gonna walk out into the main hall and see if it gets any louder. And so kind of like walking around the staircase, the spiral staircase that kind of goes down. I guess it's like more of an L shape, but see if it gets any louder on this floor, or
It
does
gets
it
louder
not?
as you go towards the stairs.
Okay.
And before we move on with Zoe, I'd like Toon and Great Claw to give me a notice check. So roll 2d6s for me as well.
Okay. Nice. Ooh.
I'm
two
gonna
happy
roll it
cats.
just as like normal d6, just to see how we can do that. Oh,
Clears.
because 1 and 2s are both failures, and 3 through 6 are
Mm.
successes. So,
All right. So,
I got happy cats.
Toon, you are snoozing peacefully outside on like a little rock in the sunshine. You are so enveloped in these warm rays of sun, and you just keep snoozing.
yeah.
Great Claw, with your two happy cats, you hear a bang coming from inside the house.
I do that thing where cats get startled and they're like laying and then they like get up in the air and flip 360 like all one
Yep.
way. I walk over to Toon and I give him a little like gentle whack.
What? What do you
I
want,
heard
Great
a
Call?
bang. It might
Okay.
be ham.
Ham.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Because sometimes when there's a bang, that means there's ham. But that's usually with trash cans. But see if there's ham.
Okay, let's investigate.
And then we are going to take a moment to cut to Perry. Perry, are you in your house or are you wandering outside since you're kind of able to come and go as you please?
I'm probably in the house. I'm chilling
You have like
on
a cat door?
yeah, I got a cat door.
Ooh.
I'm probably
which
just
is how we get
chilling
it. Right.
on like a ceiling fan in my house. Like the ceiling fan is like slowly spinning. I'm like on one of the blades, just like all 4 legs like dangling.
Wow.
Let
Huh.
us cut back to Zoe. Christian. Zoe started going towards the stairs. The buzzing got louder. And she wanted to investigate more. Where does she go now?
Zoe's gonna go downstairs.
Okay. It gets louder.
just trotting down the stairs, just like we're earnestly looking around.
Mm-hmm. Give me a notice roll.
All right. So do we just want to roll d6s right now if we're going by like actually like getting
Like showing how
snake
it's
eyes and
played?
stuff?
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I didn't even think about Snake Eyes and
In
Midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know
'cause that's
about
not gonna
those
work
when I
for
made the
the-
macro. So I'll have to figure out a way to incorporate those if we want to keep using it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're just able to show like roll values, if it's rolling 6s still behind the scenes, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So we've got 2 successes for Zoe.
Mhm.
You think the buzzing is coming from the kitchen.
Hmm. Well, I haven't heard that sound before, but maybe it's tuna. Let's go. Let's go see. She goes walking over there. I'm still figuring out a voice for this character, by the way.
Oh, it's
so-
fine.
Fine.
Yeah. I want to do a voice for my character, my cat, but I just realized I was just doing my voice. So
That's okay. Zero is such a zero. It's such
Yeah.
a lot of official voice start. So
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, so she trots kind of like hurriedly to the kitchen because it could be tuna.
It could be. You make it to the kitchen and give me another notice roll.
Okay. Ooh, both sad cats.
Oh,
All right. This is double
Yes.
ones.
Mm.
This is an embarrassing failure. As soon as you cross the threshold into the kitchen, the chef of the household comes and chases you out. They pick you up by the scruff of your neck and they throw you outside. You are
Like-
now outside of the house.
Zoe, as she's doing this, she's kind of like scrambling and scratches the chef a little bit. Or scratches at him, I guess.
Yeah, they say, or damn cat, and they throw you further. Moving on to Toon and Greatclaw.
do we see this happen?
This is not how you respect royalty.
Give me a notice roll for each of you.
A 5 and a 2 for me.
Happy cats. I'm not doing
Alright.
math.
One
I
success.
don't understand what numbers are.
So, Greatclaw can tell that there was another noise and it came from the back of the house. And Toon heard damn cat, but has no idea where it came from.
Hey, that sounded like. Wait, do we know the cat that lives here?
All these human boxes look the same. But that was the sound that was not ham, so we can go look at that too.
Yeah, might even be tuna.
Oh, tuna's okay. All right, let's go see if it's tuna.
Yeah. So I guess we go to investigate.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys go to the back of the house. Give me another notice roll for each of you.
Okay.
One success. So I think I did it, but not great.
Double success.
All right, so Greatclaw, you hear a rustling noise. Toon, you hear the rustling noise, and you can tell it's from a hydrangea that's over to your right.
So I noticed that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
both hear the noise, but Toon, you know where it came from.
Recall.
Rustling noise.
Stop. Hey,
Hmm?
hey, hold still. Real quick. Don't move too quickly. But that noise we just heard,
Mm-hmm.
it's right there. And I pointed out.
All right, we will
I look
flash
at the hydrangea angrily.
We will flash back to Perry. Perry, give me a notice roll.
Got it. Ooh, that's two sad cats. I don't
You
notice
are
shit.
snoozing happily on the fan. You did not hear anything from the neighbor's house.
Good. I don't want to be involved in no drama, no flower drama.
Flower drama.
All right. We are gonna go back to Toon and Greatclaw.
Okay.
Should I yell at it? I can yell at the flower.
That might work.
Okay.
I
Hey,
don't know what
flower! What's up? What's going on?
Do you have ham?
Joey, you are located in this hydrangea. You hear Toon and Greatclaw yelling at you about whether or not you have ham, and if the flower can talk, what would you like to do?
We are not smart cats.
So Zoe, right before this happens, she hears this just happens. Zoe kind of like shakes and then starts kind of licking her paws and brushing herself off from being kind of thrown out, into the back yard. I'd say it was a garden area or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of as I alluded to before, she remarks, "Well, that's not how you treat royalty."
Hey,
And then she hears that.
oh,
Hey. What's
Who's there?
where is it? What
Who's
is that?
What?
Who's that?
who's there?
Speak now, plant.
This is my property.
What's
Okay. You didn't answer our question about having ham, though. Do you have ham
or tuna
or
Or-
tuna, please?
or bananas?
Do I look like I have ham?
I don't know. That's why we're asking.
The plant does have a point. I don't think she does have ham.
Plants don't usually put out ham.
No, they don't.
Don't you know where ham comes from? It comes from
No
2 foots.
trash. Sometimes.
Yeah, trash.
Sometimes-
Trash
No,
usually has
the
it.
metal.
They
The
make
metal
cans.
the metal.
They go
the
oink.
trash cans have the ham, and then sometimes the humans have the ham.
Yeah.
But like where it comes from before that, no.
Oh, no, that's before. There's a before that. I thought that's just where it comes from.
Well,
There's
for
a before
me,
ham.
it comes from my chef. It may come from a trash for you.
What's a chef?
Yeah. What is a chef?
What's
Oh,
happening? You guys have made a lot of noise.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, we're just in the background, like it's like meow, meow.
So the chef comes back outside, armed with a broom,
Oh,
and chases you off towards Perry's house. You dirty street cats, get off of my property!
yeah! Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go to Perry's. Come on.
So all of you are now located outside of Perry's residence. Perry, give me a notice roll.
but I'm not a stray cat. Well, I
You
love
are
him.
now. That's how it works with the human. One
Yeah.
minute, you're sitting there drinking milk. Next minute, boom, you're fighting some dog that's the same size as you, and he's all little and yellow and mean.
Yeah. Hey, flowers.
I think they call them.
So Perry got a sad cat and a happy cat.
Mhm.
He hears this ruckus outside of his house. What would you like to do, Perry?
I want to go give the people who are trying to interrupt my 22 hours of sleep
Yep.
a talking to.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Do you go outside your cat door and
Yeah. Yeah, I go
Stumble
outside my
into these
cat doors.
three?
I hear all the ruckus. I clamber down, go outside the cat door, and I say, I'm trying to get my cool 20 to 24 hours of sleep a day. And
No.
who's getting in the way?
It's us. It's us.
Oh, Great Claw.
Yeah. Hey.
What's going on?
That's good. When humans try to smack us with the stick with the smaller sticks at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
hurt.
sounds like them. You got to keep an
Yeah.
eye on them.
He was fat and wearing white. I don't know what, and he had no ham.
Also, this flower turned into a cat.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Flower
Wait,
turned into a
Harry?
cat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole story.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it because apparently that summons the fat human.
Is that who that is? And I kind of like gesture at Zoe.
Oh yeah, we found this one. She refers to herself as Rurtit,
Wait,
which I don't know what that is.
wait. You know these guys?
Yeah, they're my
Yeah.
bros.
You know
Yeah.
Perry?
Oh, you're better than that. Perry?
What have I
Very
taught
awesome.
you? Have I taught you nothing?
He gives us
about
he gives us the
class?
snacky crackers
Yeah, it comes out of a box.
out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It's the
fat,
magic box that gives food.
that fat guy makes me a fat cat. That was the chef I was talking about.
How
He
does
didn't- he didn't
being
even
hit with a
recognize
broom
you?
make you fat?
I don't. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Ham makes you fat.
What are you
feeds
Zoe, what are you
me.
even doing
Perry,
outside?
Perry, we're gonna come
You never
around.
go
We're gonna come around
outside.
to the back door. We're coming around to the flippy flop. The inside outside flippy flop.
Yeah. Let's go inside. Zoe, what are you doing outside? You never leave your house.
Oh,
Ah, I like
oh,
it in here.
my humans are gonna be so worried.
Nice and
I
cold.
don't know how to live out in this filth.
That's okay. You kill animals like little baby birds or little mice, or you do what you do what Toon does. They
Yeah.
ask the humans for food.
Yeah, you
Sometimes they give it to us.
you gotta do this, and I start kind of walking all
Oh, look at me. I'll be a human.
style.
I get up on my hind legs and I hop around.
And then you gotta- See? And then you gotta wrap on their legs, and I kind of rub up against I don't know, like a post or a great claw, and you rub up against them, and you gotta get your eyes real big, and you look up at them, and then you give you food, and you give it treats, and it's great. Yeah.
For some reason, they
know
like when you
about
hurt
that.
her eyes.
Tune, when you were doing that, were you marking anything?
Yeah. I marked I was gonna say Great Claw, but I don't know if you'd appreciate that.
No, that's okay.
Man,
We're like brothers.
Yeah. Okay, I marked Great
That's
Claw
okay.
then. Yeah.
all right. I need all four kitties to
Great Claw
give me
marks him and then
notice
tackles him.
rolls.
We tussle a little bit. We start to wrestle a little bit.
I got two
All
happy
right.
cats.
Dalton has 2 happies. Zoe has 2 happies. Justin is a happy sad.
You happy?
Happy cat.
Spencer is 2 happies. All right. Everybody who had 2 happy cats hears an incessantly loud buzzing coming from within inside Perry's house. Great Claw, happy sad. You hear the buzzing, you think it's really annoying, you have no idea where it's coming from.
Ah,
Perry, that doesn't sound like your box that gives us food.
Nah, that's a new noise. I don't like that noise.
yeah.
I'm gonna
That
go
noise
check.
is
We should
bad.
go check out the new noise.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
down.
Where's it coming from?
Somewhere in my house. Somewhere in my house.
Hmm.
Zoe, we can get you back home if you just chill at my place. I'm sure that my humans can get you back in your house when they get home.
You must take me to your finest bed.
Yeah, we got a couple of those. Come on.
Very
All
well.
4 of you proceed through the cat door into the house. The cat door leads into a little mud room. And on either side of the mud room, there is a hallway. And the hallway leads either to a kitchen or a little den office type of place. So, where would you guys like to go once you get into the mud room?
Hmm.
Can I listen for the noise to see where I might
Yeah.
know where it's coming from?
Ooh, yeah.
Roll for it.
Okay. Nope. I
It's
got 2.
loud,
Okay.
it's annoying. You know it's coming from inside the house.
Can I also listen?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 happy cats.
Oh,
Great Claw, you think it's coming from the kitchen.
Oh, let's go into the cold white room.
Yeah,
where they
obviously
have
you
the
want to go
cold
to the
white rocks
kitchen.
on the floor.
well, yeah, because Great Call likes his ham, and I like my tuna. Wait, did your owners get any tuna recently? By the way, Perry.
I mean,
Or
yeah,
ham.
but it's in the cans. I can't figure out how to open up the cans.
Dang it! We
I
need to
need-
get another box that does that.
Oh yeah, can opening
Mm.
box.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, Zoe is. I assume that I guess Perry, do you escort Zoe to the finest bed in the
Yes.
house, or one of the finest beds?
Yeah, I take you to the biggest cat tree with the coolest like place to lounge inside.
Ooh,
We're gonna put you
two
guys
lounges.
into the den. There's gonna be a nice roaring fireplace.
Ooh,
There's gonna be a big cat tree. It's gonna look outside. It's gonna be really pretty. That's where Perry and Zoe are.
Cool. I let Zoe chill, and said, I'm gonna go check out the noise with my boys, and then I go to the kitchen with my boys.
All right, Zoe, you are in the den. Everyone else is gonna end up in the kitchen. That
Mm.
has a bed in the corner of it, apparently.
Small
Oh,
house.
which
We'll
is
ignore
perfect.
that. Give
well, it's
me.
like a bench seating, and there's a tablecloth in front of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I
you're
think
right.
that's I think that's actually a table.
You're right. It's not a bed.
It does look like a bed though.
From this
It's got,
angle.
because it kind of looks like it's got like a poster there and a rounded.
Just yes, and
footboard.
you know, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Hey, kitchens are warm.
Roll. Oh no, I
All
got
four
sad
of
cats.
you to roll.
I got 2 sad cats.
2 sad cats.
Come on.
One happy cat.
Okay.
Oh, Christian got.
Ooh,
So we got
almost.
two. Yeah, almost
Two
midnight.
happy cats, almost midnight.
Zoe, from the den, you also think the buzzing is coming from the kitchen. You also smell something a little fishy coming from the kitchen. Um, Justin,
Mm-hmm.
Great Claw, he's annoyed. He smells fishy stuff. He doesn't know where it's coming from. He's just really irritated. He has all of these senses that are being input, doesn't know where anything's coming from. Same
I
thing for
have
you
so many
two.
emotions.
It's annoying. There's incessant buzzing. You smell fish. You don't know where anything's coming from.
I do the thing where like like maybe like I don't even have an itch, but I'm just getting annoyed by the noise so much that I just start like scratching behind my ear aggressively.
Sorry. You can tell that the noise is coming from uh towards the appliances. So on one wall there is a stove, a dishwasher, and a sink. It's coming from that wall.
I go over, look at it, look at that wall. I gotta check the sink first.
You check the sink. There's some dirty dishes in it.
They never
That's it.
fucking clean after themselves. In my house, leaving shit dirty. Okay, I look at the next thing.
What are you looking at?
You said there was a sink. What else was there?
There's a dishwasher and there's a stove.
Oh, the stove. I'll check the stove.
The noise is getting a lot louder, and you can definitely tell it's coming from this direction, and you hear, you know, when bugs kind of run into walls and they make like that tapping noise.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of hear that in the corner of the wall where um the wall the stove is on meets the wall that the refrigerator's on.
Oh, okay. Can I probably can't like fit back there, can I?
Give me a roll.
2 happy cats.
You can. You
It's-
do.
I squeeze back there.
You squeeze back there in between the wall and the stove, You're not quite sure how you're getting out. It's kind of greasy back there. And you are confronted with a big, fat, green pile of goo. And the buzzing seems to be coming from directly above you.
I touched the goo.
You do so. It's a little warm, kind of squishy.
Very goo-like.
Very goo.
Um, give me roll for me, Dalton.
Roll dice. 2 more happy cats.
2 more happy
cats.
cats.
Happy cats.
You can tell that this is a squished bug,
Dope.
and then
But
you
it's
can
still
tell
making
that there's
noise?
another. You can tell there's a squished bug here, and there's another bug above you making noise.
Hakuna Matata.
Can is there room for me to like bat at that bug?
No, it's on the ceiling.
The bug is on the ceiling. Okay, I try
The
to
one
like
that's alive.
I try to wiggle myself out from the things, and I got a
You
one happy
do
cat.
so successfully, but you kind of fall on the way out,
Okay,
like tumble over yourself.
Would
Yeah.
you?
I gesture
No, it's
up
fine.
at the ceiling for everybody to look at the bug up in the ceiling. I was like, I think that's where the noise is coming from.
Ah.
Toon and Great Claw notice the bug.
What kind of bug is it? Do we know?
It's big, it's fat, it's green with stripes. It has little wings that don't seem like it should carry it. It has
I-
6 legs.
I want to run back. Can I run to the den? Because I want to try to get Zoe.
Yes.
All right. I run back to the den. I'm like, Zoe, 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 Zoe.
So at this point, Zoe has scented the scent of what would you say, tuna, or is it seafood, or what would you say?
Fishy.
A fishy scent. And at this point, she has become the shark from Finding Nemo. After he smells blood, the ears perk up and then point straight where she smells it. She's gone feral.
God.
Her pupils get big, and she darts right past Toon and towards the kitchen.
Or you find yourself in the kitchen. Perry is gesturing towards the ceiling above the stove, where this big, fat, striped green bug with tiny wings is. Perry also has like a little bit of goo on his paw, like a little bit of wing goo left over on his paw. So what would you guys like to do?
Is that from A Bug's Life?
Yes.
Do you guys get that? I did the little wings because it's a big old fat bug, and at the end, the caterpillar in A Bug's Life like turns into a butterfly, but it's the exact same thing where it's like tiny wings, and it's like he's still like a caterpillar.
Just with tiny wings?
Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, the bug. Let's get
that German caterpillar.
Oh, Zoe's jumping up at the ceiling. Just trying
Are
to.
you from the floor?
At first, yes.
So you can get to the level of the stove, but it's about like 5 feet above the stove. So you can't reach it from the floor.
Yes. So Zoe, after trying to jump up, she realizes she needs to get up higher to try and get to it. So she gets up, finds her way to maneuver Well, she can jump pretty high. She'd probably get on the countertop easy.
Okay,
No
she makes
problem.
it onto the countertop. No problem. I agree.
But then from there tries to attack it.
You need just the tiniest bit more height. It is just out of your grasp.
Hey, Perry, can you like jump on one of those where they keep the circular things and then jump up again and then get the bug?
I mean, yeah, I
And then
can, but this
eat
is
it.
funny. Don't you see this?
It is pretty funny.
She is trying.
He was
Yeah.
all like, "Oh, look at me! I'm a fancy cat." Nah, look at her.
Yeah.
Can't even catch
That's
a
not
bug.
fancy.
Ha.
But she seems to be going a little bit crazy now. She's not like her usual self.
No, yeah, she does this sometimes.
She does?
Yeah, I just ignore it.
Oh.
She gets
That's
crazy
probably
about
smart.
fish.
She
I get
meanwhile, she's
crazy about
chirping.
fish too.
She's kind of just like talking to herself, but this is excitedly. This is nonsense.
After I
is
let this go
so
on for a
close
few
to-
minutes, I'll step in and climb up. And I'm probably the right cat for the job for getting up high.
This is true.
Oh.
So I get an auto success, and I got 2 happy cats.
You are able to reach the bug. You grab the bug in your claws and are able to bring the bug down onto, like, you leap up, you grab the bug,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of bring it back down onto the stove, and you can still hear it buzzing and it's kind of squirming. So this will give us a good chance to scrap. So what we're gonna do is the little bug is gonna try to sting you, and you are going to do whatever you think is right. So, Dalton,
Uh,
would you you're pinning down this bug?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the one who's the bug is gonna try to sting you? Are
Mm-hmm.
you the one who's going to be trying to do more stuff to the bug? Is someone else gonna try to do more stuff to the
oh,
bug?
That
once he's
depends
got the
if it.
bug pinned, I'm gonna jump in.
Okay.
All right. So
Hey,
Justin,
pause that now.
Justin is a scrapper.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna need Justin to give me a scrap roll. So that's just like a regular 2 cats. Happy
That's
cat,
2
happy
hats.
cat. Happy cat, happy cat.
Happy cat, happy cat.
Does Justin always, when he scraps, does he roll with 1 success already?
He does.
Because he's a
Sweet.
scrapper, right? Yeah.
So you would have rolled the right cat for the job, but it worked out because
It worked out.
successes anyways.
Yeah.
However, the bug also had 2 successes.
Oh.
So
Bastard.
you make some noises, the bug makes some noises, but nothing really happens. The bug doesn't sting you, it's still alive, it's still squirming.
The thing's got a pointy at the back of it.
Not a pointy.
Yeah, pointy. And I'm pretty sure it's a extra pain pointy.
Wait, I did it wrong. I'm so sorry, guys. I did it wrong.
Get happy cats?
Because I rolled 2 happy cats, that is good for you guys as the
That's
cat.
extra good for me, right?
That is extra good for you.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I needed to roll 2 sad cats for that to happen. So, what actually happens is, Justin, you
Yeah.
can pick from 5 different outcomes. You
Ooh.
can try to
Ooh.
dodge the bug stinging you. You can avoid all attacks and flee. You can try to stun the bug. The loser is temporarily unable to act. You can try to shove the bug, which moves the loser a little. You can try to grab the bug, which
I'm gonna try and hurt the bug.
or you can try to hurt the bug.
I would like
Since
to hurt the bug.
Had 2 successes and the bug had 2 fails, You easily kill the bug. Describe how you do so.
Oh, oh, awesome! So it tries to swing me, but it kind of flaps over, exposing its soft underbelly, and then I just pin it down with one claw and then get it good with the other. Just sink those claws in and get like,
Ooh.
Yes.
The green
and
goo that was between the stove and the wall goes flying everywhere.
sweet.
Gross. Does
Is it
it
still
get
good?
does it get on any of us?
Does it
It
smell like
gets on
food?
Tune.
Huh? What?
It gets on you, Tune.
It gets on me. I'm immediately gonna try to like start cleaning myself or getting it off.
It tastes fishy.
Oh,
So I like it.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna, guys, this green stuff is great. I
Oh.
just start like going to town.
yeah. I'm gonna
You
I'm gonna
do
start
so.
eating. I'm gonna start eating the bug then.
You do so. It is
Yep.
the fishiest bug you've ever eaten. You're not really sure why it tastes so good, but it tastes delicious.
Mmm. This tastes like the pink fish. Even better than the tuna.
I disagree
think-
on that front,
I-
but
I
Still
think
good.
it tastes it. I think the humans call it salmon.
oh yeah, Saddleman is pretty good. I'm still on the tuna train though.
Zoe's off to the side, licking it off the wall.
She does so. She thinks it tastes very good. I'd imagine she doesn't want to admit that she likes eating bugs, though.
She hasn't. She's just in her own little
Eating
world.
happily.
It's just
Anybody
tunnel
comes
vision.
close, though, she hisses.
Did we win the adventure?
Yes. So, on that note, you guys have successfully tracked down the incessant buzzing. You have successfully killed the bug causing the problem. And a kindly older lady comes into the kitchen. She gets out a can of tuna. She sees all of you guys licking the walls. She's like, "This is odd, but you're all really cute." Oh, Zoe, why are you here? That's a little. Why are you licking the wall, Zoe? Anyways,
Tune.
and she
As soon as she grabs the tuna can, it stops whatever he's doing and just is sitting and like looking up and with the biggest eyes he can muster is just staring at her like
Same.
Oh, you're a cute little one. Oh, Zoe, I know. I don't know why you're here. We'll take you home soon. Perry, why do you always let your friends inside? And then affectionately rubs him behind his ears.
I meow because you always leave the door open.
I know, you are so cute, Perry. You're my best boy.
Clean up after yourself. And I gesture to the
She-
dirty dishes.
She opens the can of tuna. She puts a generous portion on a plate in front of Perry. She puts a slightly smaller portions on front of other little saucers in front of the other three of you guys. She leaves the empty can on the counter next to the sink. And that is the end of our session.
Yay!
hey, Grey Claw, I'll let you lick off the rest of the green stuff on my back if you let me have your tuna.
No, that's weird, bro.
Sorry. Anyways.
Well, great job, guys. I had a lot of fun. I thought that went really well. I hope you guys had fun too. You did a lot of really great role playing. Very creative. Yeah. So, leave any questions or comments that you guys have below. We'll do some quick little attributions. Does anyone else want to do that? Or should I do them again?
Go for it.
Yeah.
We are playing Cats of Catthulhu. we are using both books 1 and book 2 as reference material. We are also playing on Roll20 as our online resource. And I think that kind of sums up all of our attributions for now. We'll have more when we create some characters.
Yeah.
But thank you all for tuning in. I know it was a little bit of a different time, a little bit later, and a lot different of a type of game that we played. Tune in next Sunday for our regularly scheduled playing. We'll be back as our lovely cats that you met today. And we'll be off on our next slightly bigger adventure.
Ooh.
Woo!
So, like, how much Cthulhu stuff is in here, really?
There's some in the adventure.
Ooh, okay.
So it's there's able to be a lot more, or there's able to be not a lot at all. Today there wasn't too much, obviously.
Weird fishy
Um,
bugs.
Yes, there were weird squishy bugs that taste like fish.
Yeah.
But before we end our session, nobody got any injuries, so you don't have to worry about eating treats to heal injuries. However, we do get some experiences. Zoe learned that from watching Perry that she can climb onto pots and shelves to get higher. Perry, you learned that you have ugly green wasps in your house that taste like fish. um, Great Claw, you learned that you can kill these ugly wasps with your claws. And Toon, what do we think you learned?
Maybe that flowers can turn into cats? I'm kidding.
Flowers can talk
Flowers can talk.
Sometimes.
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 All right. Love it.
Must have been high as a kite.
All right. Is there anything else you guys think that your cats would have learned?
No,
No.
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our adventure for today. Are we still any questions in the chat?
Nope. We're all good.
Any comments, questions, or concerns from you guys?
No, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to start next week.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank
This
you
is
all for
pretty adventurous.
playing. Thank you all for tuning in. And see us next Sunday at 12 p.m.
Is it?
Eastern.
Are we at our regular scheduled time?
Regular scheduled time.
Scheduled time.
All
12.
right.
Sounds good.
Justin, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to
12.
me. And if
12.
you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Do we have a like and a subscribe option?
Yes.
Is that a thing we do?
That's
Don't
a
forget
thing
to
we
hit
do.
like and subscribe.
On YouTube.
Awesome. Well, bye, everyone.
And bring ham.
Yes, or
Bye.
tuna.
Damn. And keep learning.